So, while you all will be voting someone off tonight, they will not be off of the game. Instead, you're voting them onto the other team. So keep that in mind.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Typhon, you have been voted off the team, but you might get a second life on the other team. For now, Typhon, you must go.
It was a little bit of a shock, but I can't say that I didn't expect something like that to happen, because at the end of the day, that is the name of the game. I don't know who I can trust or not. And this kind of made it obvious that there is something more going on here. Good luck to all of you. Obviously, there were a couple that weren't being completely honest about what their intentions were. So I'll admit, slight hiccup, but I can work with this.
It was exciting. It was so exciting. I was like, oh, because he has like, he's probably just gonna tell them all about us and all that.
Thanks.
That was a twister, you know.
Like so many players before me have said, like once you start playing these kind of social games, you're always thinking about it. And so I start thinking, and I'm like, what if he's still in the game when we get to the merge? Who is he going to want to seek revenge on? So who's going to be his target for potentially getting him out of the game?
Wow. How do you guys feel about that little twist? It's interesting.
I wonder if they kick him off if he comes back on our team.
Or what if he goes over there and
he's gonna absolutely tell the team everything.
He's gonna poison them.
He's gonna tell everything.
Yeah, he
What
is.
do they care? Like, what do they care?
Well, when we merge together, we care because if we don't keep our collective, that was what I was saying in the confessional, we got to keep a collective unit because once we merge, it's them against us.
Yeah, and so, I guess he kind of has the upper hand in the sense where, like, now he's kind of playing, like, both.
Yeah, and Mary, we were trying to get you told, but you came in with Ty, and it was hard to talk with you about...
Yeah, I was trying to do a one-on-one with Mary, but it didn't.
Yeah, Mary, so that's how you got... Yeah, you end up during the shack chat. You end up coming and leaving with him, so we couldn't. Yeah.
So that's why you voted for me.
I was surprised at both the twist and the result. That was it. But the surprise largely come from that I didn't know. There were some information that I was not privy to.
I called him
That's
out to his
crazy.
face. I called him out. I'm like,
Wow.
nope. And then he came on the group with everyone and then contradicted what he said to me in private. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and so that's why I didn't have any. He had already put a bad taste in my mouth originally on. So, yeah.
So hey, we have a good group.
We do. And I know why I connect with you, Mugsy, because I knew it. My grandmother, she spent 21 years in the boroughs in New York, and she raised 6 kids there. And she raised my mother, who raised me, and that's why I gravitate to that kind of personality.
I love it.
Let's go. So I picked B. They can't vote me out, basically.
Last round, Riazzo was chosen by We Are Legends to make a decision for the team.
Me or no?
Riazzo, I think you can do it.
Riazzo, go ahead.
Okay, go for it.
However, when Riazzo did not show up to his meeting with Ashleigh, he failed to make the big decision for the team. The decision he was to make was to pick someone from his team to swap out with the person voted off of Team Vigilantes. Since Riazzo did not show up to make that decision, he himself now must switch teams.
Big team decisions.
Yeah, say maybe he scared everybody with that email.
It's probably because that one guy went to wherever or whatever. He went to go talk to the other people. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That one guy was going to go talk to the other team or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe.
Riazzo knows the news, so he just decides he doesn't got to be here. He already knows the
Yeah,
secret.
yeah, he's
He
gone.
can hang off and leave everybody hanging.
Yeah, yeah.
What about if they both just got switched?
Oh, here
There's
it comes. There's Dom. I don't know.
Oh, Dom, yay, you're still here.
He's still with us.
Maybe Riazzo's not supposed to be here.
Oh.
Twist.
Dom, we can't see your face.
Dom.
Oh.
Can't hear you either.
There's bad news and good news, it says. Oh, no. Bad news and good news.
Dom, your mic.
Military, we have a belief you can't enjoy the
Bad
bad.
news is Riazzo was chosen to make important decisions by this team, but in Rizzo's fashion, he failed to show up to decide. In failing to show up, he is now in limbo. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that
Rita,
makes
I told you to make a decision.
that makes our next vote, I mean, really easy now.
He more or less volunteered because I feel like we all were like just, I guess, up in the air and who wanted to do it.
I told you, Rita, you should have just made the decision.
What you mean?
I wanted you to take it.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you, to be honest. I'm sorry.
That's all
Last
right.
week, a member of the Vigilantes was chosen to make an important decision, and in doing so, sent a twist into the game. Okay, and
You know, the wheels started spinning a little bit. When I had that conversation with Dora, I was like, what else does this come with? This ability, you know, of the winning team to talk to somebody from the other team. I was like, what else is in store? I know that I got an idol out of it, and they got to talk to the other team, so.
go ahead, what is it? The twist was that the person voted out in round 2 would not be voted off of the game, but voted off the team and onto the other team. Last night's person voted off will be joining this team tonight.
Oh.
Okay. And the other person that we voted off is on the other team, I guess?
Can't be because it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
No, I can't hear
Person is
you.
no longer here, speaking of limbo.
Did anyone hear Dom? I can't hear him.
No.
Oh.
That is a big plot twist.
He's now part of the other
That
team.
is big.
Did he decide to do the swap? Oh,
Where did he go? As for
I have so many questions. I guess I feel like I was the last to know about the whole Riazzo thing, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know when between now and then that they could have told me. So I kind of got a little in my head about that. I was like, oh no. Even Susan's talking like she knows, and I'm like, I'm the only one who's not sure what's going on a little bit.
it'll probably be that blonde girl.
It will get Mugsy.
It'll probably be the girl, I don't know.
I don't see it happening.
I was like,
I just don't see it.
I think it was one of the ones that I didn't see, so I feel like it was probably one of them.
Well,
So was that his decision that he had to make? Was to either?
and if that is, then he told us something different because he told us it was to decide. Oh no, we didn't. We don't know yet, right?
No,
He said that he was just going to talk to someone and then he was going to
Yeah.
give us information, but I don't know. Maybe he.
I'm intrigued as to if this news has something to do with why he's not on right now.
Possibly, yeah.
If the
I guess-
changing the
Maybe he
Well,
changed.
because
Yeah,
of what
he's on
Nick
the other
said, I
team.
feel like it's not. Because he said it puts him in limbo. If he doesn't show up, he's eliminated.
it's just way too coincidental that he got traded and now he's not on at all. Then again,
Yeah.
he's been here and there the whole time, so I don't know. I talked to him for 10 minutes while he was playing basketball, so I don't, who knows.
Oh, here comes somebody.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey,
How you doing, everybody?
How
hey,
you doing?
how are you?
Still trying to wrap this around my head. How about you?
Us too.
Yeah,
We're just getting the news.
Well, welcome.
Yeah.
What happened? Fill us in.
No, wait. You got voted out?
Right, my thoughts exactly. Like, I'm still trying to process that too.
Did they vote you out, or were you told that you're moving?
No, I wasn't told I'd be coming in until after the vote was made.
Oh, so they did vote you out, though.
Yeah.
They were
Wow, why?
Out completely, and then okay.
Well, we like you. Here you are.
Yeah.
So it was a blind side, or what happened there?
I don't know if it was a blind side. For all I know, like, they're still trying to figure out the game, and they're just going with whatever they were told to do. I have no clue, but
in a crazy way, you were saved. If you were voted off, you're still here.
It seems like he was blindsided, and maybe he didn't know what was going on, but he could be just withholding information. I mean, I know if I was eliminated and jumped teams, I'm not going to immediately share, what got me eliminated, because it could be a downfall within him that might get him eliminated from our team, so I definitely understand why he would keep that a secret if he does know the reason why. Were you able to see how the votes fell? Were they was it unanimous or
4-2, which is really surprising, honestly. But
that's weird. Yeah, right away. That's weird. Like, that's just weird.
Yeah.
You were a great player the other day, so that really surprises me.
Yeah, that's what
right.
I thought you handled the competition really well.
Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to have to tackle this differently. I thought that keeping my head low would kind of take me off their radar a little bit, show that I wasn't as big of a threat. But I'm wondering if contributing the most that I can going forward might show that I have more to contribute to the team as a whole.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, yesterday.
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay. All right, Dom in the house.
What's up?
So we have a new teammate.
So we got a new teammate. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Seems like it was a little bit of a blind side.
So what happened?
I don't know what happened, but I wasn't told about this little twist till after the vote was made.
So were you going into the elimination thinking like you were secure, or like did you have any clue that this would happen? Like you get voted out?
I had no clue. I thought I was getting along with everybody pretty well. We had a pretty good game plan, but
who did you think was going? Who did you think was going?
I honestly thought it was going to be
Hey, you got no loyalty over there now. You're with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed their true colors at the last moment. I actually thought it was going to be Mugsy.
We were hoping.
She is very outspoken. She does take charge a lot of the time, but she has a tendency to come in guns blazing.
It was the
and she
vibe
blames that on being from like New York. No, that wasn't even just a vibe. Like I had a one-on-one with her at that point. She came into the video chat. She's like, "All right, I'm gonna ask, what's your problem with me?"
Okay. So I think
can I get a lunch yet?
Sounds like we were spot on. Just
like, dude, this is bitch face. I don't know you.
Well, it's actually a good thing she didn't get voted out, because then we would be stuck with her. So this is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think he seems cool, but it's just like, why did the team vote him off? I think that was our first thought, which is kind of like nobody votes off somebody they're like happy with. You know what I'm saying? He told me, got into it with the Marty, or I think, is that her name? Was, I guess she kind of came at him pretty hard. So that was just interesting. Being that's the lead. The team lead.
Dar Star, that's what I'm thinking about. He's very laid back. He doesn't really take the game seriously, so not that big of a threat. Mary is kind of the same way, very shy, very quiet. She'll just kind of go along with it. Right?
Well, it seems like the one girl that took charge doesn't let anybody do anything, probably.
Exactly. Like she could be a little intimidating. I'll admit that.
Typhon seems very nice and very observant. That's what I noticed on Typhon. And I see that because I'm the same way, and I feel like maybe his downfall with his other team was how observant he is. So I'm taking notes myself, thinking, okay, maybe I need to play my game down a little bit so I'm not in Typhon's situation where that is seen as a threat rather than an advantage for my teammates.
I feel like Mary would definitely be a little bit more beneficial, so to speak. One person I would definitely keep my eye on is Ashleigh. She made it a point a couple times actually that she was a teacher, which to me translates that she's very analytical. So she'll just be taking in our surroundings. She'll be studying you guys as we go on moving forward.
I don't know. His demeanor seemed like it may have been a little fabricated, but maybe he was telling the truth, and that's just his personality, and he's a little bit awkward, so I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
So do you know who those 2 votes were for? I'm curious. Were those for Mugsy then, the 2 votes that weren't on you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And you were one of them, so there leaves one other one.
One other. Yeah.
So our big thing is, I think we started from the beginning and we still feel the same, that we're really tight as a team. And if we can lead somebody in this team to be to the finals, then that is what it is. I know there's going to come a time and place where there's a game to be played and we're going to do that, but no offense, but your team kind of proved to us that we want to be the version of who we've been so far as opposed to that. So here's my initial thought. When you get voted out that quickly, there's a reason for it. So I'm not in a position where I can say, oh gosh, he's on our team, this is going to be wonderful. Something stood out, something was the reason. I don't know what that reason is yet. It seemed like a perfectly nice guy. I'm kind of up in the air on how I feel, but I don't think you get voted off that early unless something really, really stood out. So I need to figure out what that is.
I feel like it rocks some feathers for sure. I feel pretty good about the vote. Like overall as a team, it sounds like there was a lot of back and forth going on. Some things came to my surprise, but I think overall it was a good vote based off of the way things were going. I think if he stayed, it could have potentially hurt the team. Hey, what up?
I was like, what is happening?
Interesting. I didn't know that we were allowed to go in chats with other people from the other team.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's.
I don't know what's happening now.
All right, how's it going, guys? So
good, how are you?
There was a twist yesterday that I had the opportunity to switch someone from the teams, and I decided to join you guys.
Okay, I'm like, what the hell's happening?
I'm part of the team now. Yeah, I'm part of the team. So nice to meet you guys, though. My name's Riazo.
Nice to meet you.
From Rhode Island.
I was like over the moon because he chose me when he had the ability to choose anybody when he was on the other team. And I felt like him choosing me was like his way of saying that he wanted to potentially work with me. So to now see him over on this side with us, like actually on the side of working with me, I'm actually kind of happy. Couldn't be happier.
And I'm very excited to, play with you guys for sure.
Oh my God, Riazo, this is the perfect chat for you to come in because Tabitha, I need to fill you in on what happened last night.
Definitely, let me know for sure.
Yeah.
Anything?
Well, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Anything like crazy? Like what happened?
So the vote was supposed to be Mugsy. Mugsy was supposed to, everybody was thinking, but I don't know why everybody else was thinking Mugsy. I was thinking Mugsy because the internet was glitching, and also because she had mentioned your name right before that, you and Mary. It was a group of us all together, and she said it was me.
She mentioned me.
So yes, listen to me. So I was like, okay, listen. So that is when I was like, okay, Mugsy is on my radar because she mentioned you and Mary, right? So that's when I was like, I didn't know if I could talk about that in front of Dar. So I was just like, hey, Tabitha, this is what we're thinking. This is, whatever. I didn't get a chance. I didn't want to, because she said it in front of him. And remember, we had talked about, we weren't really sure where he stood.
Yeah.
So, right. So I didn't want to say that in front of him. I didn't want him to know that me and you were closer, than whatever. I try to keep it as neutral as possible because I would be naive to say that I didn't think that Tabitha could have been working with Typhon. Me and Dar had a conversation, and I found out that Mugsy was actually targeting Typhon. Now, here's the thing. When I first started, remember I told you how Typhon was over there, and then he came over here and was talking crap about them? Yeah. He was somebody that I was like, not sure if I can play with him. Like, it seems like shady behavior. We've already discussed that. Mugsy decided to start fighting for her position by basically trying to find out if he was lying to her and lying to us. Find out that he was lying. And I realized if we target Typhon this week, I know me, Mary, and Tabitha can get Mugsy next week.
Wait, so I have a question. Who did you guys vote out last night?
Typhon.
Kind of like a blessing, low-key, in disguise. Because I feel like a lot of these people on, my new tribe are very strategic. Unlike my other team, they're kind of like, a unit. So I think this tribe has more like fractures in it, and I think I could definitely maneuver my way through.
Yeah, so I felt like I was in a really good spot because, and this is kind of where I was like a little bit like, I'm just going to kind of like be afloat and like in agreement because you and I were super tight. And then so Typhon and I were in group chats. And so he thought that I was allied with him.
Tabitha, she's very sweet, chill person. I haven't really got to talk about the game with her, but I think that I want to work with her and Ashleigh moving forward, definitely. I have a question for you, actually, a new one. Do you guys see Mugsy of kind of like a leader on the tribe? Like, does she bark around people?
Okay,
so because that's what my tribe assumed.
Yeah, she definitely like she's kind of like the loud one of the group. She's the kind of dictator in the takeover. Like she's the taker for sure. Yeah.
And that wasn't that the Clash of the Titans?
Yeah, my old team definitely recognized that. But I was saying that you guys definitely seem to be playing the game more strategically. Like my tribe was so they were very tight on like just challenge strength, but yeah, over there they're like united. So I'm happy to be here a little bit because I felt like I was on the outs a little bit over there, just like connection wise. Yeah.
That's why I was like, this is perfect that you came.
Yeah, of course. You guys seem cool. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, Riezo, is this is the core right here. Me and Tabitha are the ones.
I'm definitely down to, talk more and work with you guys. I feel like I could definitely benefit you guys because I have a lot of information from the other tribe. So in future chats, I could definitely tell you more about what's happening over there.
He would be a good player to have just because he has come from the other team. And now as we're kind of like starting to merge and stuff, I feel like he'd be really good to work with because he also has been on the other team. So he kind of knows like how things have been playing out on their side. Of course, now that's different now that he's gone, who knows? But I think it'll be okay, but we'll see.
What the heck? This is great. Oh my God. Okay, go ahead, Riezo.
I'm part of the team. So Mary, there was a twist yesterday that someone would be able to switch teams and I happened to get it. So yeah,
that's like a double shock.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quick, Mary, I just got out of a chat with Riezo here and Tabitha talking about the vote last night. And I want to just go into detail about what me and Dar were trying to tell you right after our vote results. Basically, the angle was Mugsy. The angle was Mugsy. However, when I talked to Dar, I realized that Mugsy had seen the inconsistencies because in the beginning when we first started playing, remember when we had split into two different groups and we had 4 and 3? When we did the shack chat right after that, it was me, Dar, Mav, and Tabitha. Typhon came in and the first thing he said was that he was targeting you and Mugsy. Okay, so that was already on, like, when he did that, I kind of was like, you were just in a group with the 3 of them. I'm sure you were talking strategy, and now you're here talking to us, telling us that you're targeting them. So right there, I was already skeptical about it.
It was a little better after like having heard the reason, but I'm holding reservation. I was totally out of the loop for like the entire thing.
Exactly, because at that point it was almost like 2 different, sections. So nobody was saying his name. I didn't want to say his name. When he basically was starting pushing for Mugsy, Mugsy found out that he told her that they were aligned together and was telling us that he was coming after her. She didn't appreciate the lies.
Get on this new tribe gives me a chance to connect with these people, and when merge happens, I can still, rekindle old connections and make them stronger. So I get like a head start in the game.
When the merge comes, like we're all looking for the merge. Like when the merge gets here, like you said, the other team is very tight knit, and so
yeah, they have a lot of like well-spoken people out like on the other side. So
okay, yeah,
like
and
Jason, Rita.
Wow, yeah.
I think you'll get along with them though. They're likable. They're playing hard. Yeah, my other tribe's cool. I did throw out that Rita and Jason are very well-spoken people and that they should be watched out for at merge, but I'm just trying to, plant them, impression that when they do meet each other, they see that, oh, Jason's so social and Rita's so strategical and she'd be asking questions that, they're gonna be like, oh, Rial's always right. So that's just gonna take the target off of me. And I'm gonna be so connected with both sides that I should be in a good position.
So now, like Mary, what were you thinking, like when it all happened, and you're just like you said, you were just kind of like in shock?
I got hit by I was dumbstruck like twice, and this is like the third time. So
yeah. Well, it's nice
like,
to meet you, Mary. Though I hope this is positive.
Likewise.
I hope all my vibes are positive. I'm not trying to sabotage you guys. I want to work as a unit till the merge.
He seems eager to put effort into the game. Maybe I went from dumbstruck ×3 to dumbstruck ×1.
Okay, so the reason that Mugsy is still important, though, if we do lose, the reason she's still really, really important is because when it was me, her, Dar, and I think Typhon, she said that, this is wild to me, she said that she had 2 targets. The only 2 people who were missing were you and Tabitha. With him being a new member on the team, I felt like it was important to try to be as transparent as possible to get that cohesiveness that we were already working on as a team before he came over here, especially when I heard that he said that in the other team he didn't feel like he fit in.
Hello, how you doing?
What's up, man? So yeah, there was a twist. I was telling Mary, we were just in call. So yesterday, basically, I had the opportunity to join your guys' team. So I'm part of the team now, bro. I'm part of the squad.
Oh, you part of the team?
Yeah, bro. Nice to meet you, man. I already met Mary minutes ago, but yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Nice to meet you.
Excited.
So how was your old team?
Man, it was cool, but it was like they were so tight knit. I think on my team, I think Jason and Rita are really playing hard. They're very well spoken people. So
yeah, I know Jason. Competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason. I got the impression on the very first challenge, he's a strong player. Jason.
Yeah, definitely good socially.
About yesterday, we was trying to get you to vote for what's the name, but no one did like a private chat with you. But yeah, we literally made a whole plan and everything.
Yeah, I actually totally was not privy to what Typhon was doing. So and I wasn't really even targeting Mugsy. It was just I was just trying to.
No, you're good. Hey, just know.
Make a pick.
Keep your head up. Keep your head up all times.
I'm going to hold some reservations until I see how the next vote pans out. Though I don't know, maybe Mugsy is still gunning for me.
Mary, I don't know if she likes me. She was I think she was just kind of overwhelmed with the vote they had, and then me joining the tribe. So I don't know what to think of her yet. I think she's cool, definitely, but I don't think she's gonna be a threat. I'm down for anything, man. But we're not gonna lose though. That's the thing.
Yeah, we're not gonna lose.
Yeah.
I'm so new to the team, man. I'll just do whatever you guys want, honestly.
Just feel a little, he might be coming to I don't know, spy or go back. I don't know.
Mugsy, we got a problem.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta turn my volume up.
And then when I joined their call, the last call, Dar was like, we have a big issue. And I don't think if he knew I was going to be in the call, because I joined it right after that and I heard it, but I could only assume he was talking about me.
Okay, now I can hear you.
What's up? What's up?
Wait, what's going on?
So we got a new team name.
Oh, I didn't bring it up. I made it seem like, I didn't hear it because I joined the call right after you said that. All right,
Yeah,
so
that's funny.
Mugsy, it's nice to meet you. I'm Riazo. So
Hey,
basically,
that's a
there was a
sweet
twist.
name.
Thank you so much. Yours is even sicker. There was a twist yesterday that someone from our team had to come over, and I decided to join you guys. So I'm part of the team. I'm gonna do what's best for us to win, and I'm excited to play with you guys.
That's awesome. It's nice to meet you. I am not my normal self. I'm sick right now. Dar, you can probably tell.
All
that
good.
I'm not-
It's all good.
He seems pretty cool. His vibe is cool. Seems like straightforward. Like sort of like a New York kid. Yeah, that's awesome though.
I appreciate it. It's nice to meet you. I already met Dar. Let's chat.
Oh, so you guys got to hang out?
Yeah, I was talking with him and Mary.
Mary too?
Yeah.
Dude, I know it was Typhon and that bitch. That.
I know what you mean.
Well, when I talked to Ashleigh and Tabitha, I was like, Mugsy's kind of mean, no? And they were like, oh no, she's just like, very bold and very nah, I think she's rude, but I think that she doesn't mean any real harm by it. I just think that she is, trying to be entertaining and playing the game. But someone like Mary, I think if you call her a bitch, to her face, or she finds out that you did, then she would be upset.
But I don't know about him, but we got him now. I don't know. I don't know.
So far, I like his vibe.
Yeah, he's cool.
I
He's
appreciate
cool.
it. So I think that it's Ashleigh and Tabitha, and then Dar and Mugsy, or Bugsy, I don't know what her name is, on each side. And I think Mary's in the middle. And I think this is a perfect time for me to kind of show Ashleigh and Tabitha that Dar is actually aligned with Mugsy.
You're getting kind of intense and interesting.
Yeah.
Because you could be lying. You could be telling the truth.
No, I'm
You
telling the
seem
truth,
cool.
man. Yeah. I got no reason to lie, bro. I just, I don't know any of you guys yet. I'm trying to get to know you guys. Yeah, I don't trust him. Yeah, I think he has it out for me. I don't know.
So basically, here's my deal, and here's why not everybody, that person's gone. I'll just let you say it. I'll let you see my vibe, and then I'll explain myself. I'm just not me. I'm not me right now.
Yeah,
no, you're good. I'm good just to chill tonight. It's okay.
I want to talk shit about Tiffany, whatever the her name is. Tabitha?
This is getting very interesting.
Yeah. I can't.
There was a plot twist, everything. So we're crazy now.
I hope the vibe's good. I'm trying
to.
Yeah,
it's cool. We're all cool right now.
Now it'll be good.
Just think of me as a free agent for anything.
That's awesome.
My game plan is definitely to be a info type of person, spread information around to better my position on the tribe. So if I need to throw anyone under the bus like Dar or Mugsy, I'm gonna do it.
Oh god. Will be an arcade video game like challenge. 3 players.
Who's in?
I'm a gamer, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're all gamers, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you guys got it.
I've done back-to-back games, so I'll take the night off.
Yeah, the only video games I ever played was like Mario Brothers.
Hey, you never know. That could be
Emily Typhon definitely, right? So, Rita, you want it or what?
Yeah, I'll take
Okay.
it. If you guys,
All right.
so Emily, Dom, me.
Yep.
Okay.
Do it.
No, Typhon, you want it? All right, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter to me.
No,
You came. This would be nice for you to get in.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll step in. Absolutely.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, for coming to our team after you get dropped, I mean, you got to earn it. You know what I'm saying? The ability is first availability, but if it came down to okay, who's next? Like, hey, you haven't built the rapport with us.
So we got Emily, Rita. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's Emily, Rita, and me then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
To be honest, I was kind of hoping that he would sit back and Susan was gonna go in on this one. I did like that Dom said, hey, this is your chance to kind of get in with us and show us what you can do. And I think he mentioned that he was a gamer or he was into that sort of thing. So I don't have any issues with him doing it. It was more like, we have our team, and I kind of want to see them succeed, or a couple of them that didn't win last time go out and win today. Well, that was interesting.
That was wow. That was a lot of information. I don't know if you could tell. I was like trying to write down everything he was saying because I was like, oh, he's very observant and very aware of everything. So maybe they saw that as a threat. That's my guess right now. Just because what he was saying and the kind of things that he pointed out about other people, and he was worried about Ashleigh just because she's a teacher being observant. I'm like, okay, well, let me not tell him about my degrees in psychology then, because he might think I'm a target. Like, you know,
Emily, I was holding my breath when he said I come from a military family. I'm like, please don't say anything. Please don't say anything. Don't say anything.
That's how I felt too.
I just shut up and didn't say a word. I have struggled with some things that Susan has said over time, and I wonder as we progress how well she's going to be able to help us out, or if she's going to consistently be the one that's kind of just tagging along and hoping to get through to the next round with us.
So I wonder how that guy got voted off. I wonder why.
Ooh, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, I know.
We got
kind of weird. But...
when we asked him, like, why do you think they would target you?
I know.
There has to be a reason, right?
Yeah, there has to be. Yeah, definitely. I mean, they wouldn't just like, okay, this guy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. The only thing I can think of is he is very observant and very aware of like what's going on. And
yeah, he said he had loads of information. He said, did you hear him? Like, yeah, it's like, okay, so what kind of information you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like they could have seen that as a threat and wanted to vote him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, that'd be the only thing, really. I mean,
I feel like it is kind of the option there that if we lose this challenge, Typhon's the easy vote since he's the newest member. You know, he just came from the other side. But I think this challenge will really show if he's an asset to our team or how he's going to play, because then we might have to really start having conversations about, okay, is Typhon the easy vote, or do we go for somebody who might already be on the team but is not contributing that much?
Yeah, I can't imagine why they would have voted you out. I have no idea. You know what I mean? They just maybe they thought you were a threat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they thought you'd do too good, and they just didn't. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of, because they don't have much time to get to know you in just a short amount of time.
I imagine that team's gonna be tearing itself down before too much longer, because, like I was saying, you know, Tabitha, she gives off like that ditzy, blonde kind of vibe, and Mugsy absolutely called her out on that.
Really?
It's like, yeah, like in one of the Shack chats too. So I have zero doubt they're going to be tearing themselves down,
right,
on the inside before too much longer. Yeah. What about you? Who would you say is the coolest member on this team?
I really like Emily a lot. Emily's really she's laid back. She's real smart young lady.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. I do. She's not, you know what I mean? She's not out there all the time talking, and she just is real inquisitive, you know, very laid back, smart girl.
Mm.
I mean, just as a person, I can tell she's a real nice young lady, you know what I mean? At that age, I was out partying at that age, so I was like, you know, I give props to anybody. That's doing good, you know, and you guys' young age, you know what I mean?
See you at the finish line. Because I am not going to be voted out that easily. So, what are your thoughts on all this?
I mean, that's like a blur, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that's like 0 to 60. So, I mean, the game is going so fast, man. Like, you know, I think this is week 3. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. Like, you know, bam, you know, Rizzo's not there, then you're on that team, and it's just like, you know, like I remember the real Survivor, right? Like, you know, it's not like we're like missing food and stuff, but it's still kind of crazy how things are just kind of happening.
It is. Yeah, I have noticed there's a lot of comparisons between like the actual Survivor show and all this. Mm-hmm. I mean, my mom watches it religiously. I've seen a couple episodes here and there, but
yeah, I remember that used to be on so much. I don't know. There's a lot. I don't know. There's 37 or so seasons. It's just like, you know, this is like a remote island, technically, you know, and then it's just like, you know, you put the music in the background and it's just like, all right, who's coming through that door? And it's like, hey, look, we have a whole new teammate. So
right,
it's kind of funny in that sense. But just try to enjoy it, man. I'm not gonna throw one of our teammates that's been with us the whole way, based on somebody coming in. Because at that point, I might think they kind of use them as a mold. So I mean, that's easy for us to kind of point because it's like you haven't built up the rep. So I was like, hey, the first game, yeah, you're in. You gotta show and prove.
How you feeling about the game?
I'm good. I talked to Typhon. It's just like I didn't think that was gonna happen so quickly, but it seems real cool.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Another turn. I'm thinking Rizzo had to take the challenge and then show up. That's just more on my head. I'm just like, what the hell happened to him?
I know. He's gone.
He's so random. Like that is just.
What's that?
Yeah, I said that's just the most random thing to be like. Yeah, I'll stay back, and then he gets the news, and he's like, yeah, I don't want to do it. Like I just wonder how it happened.
I don't know. I'm so conflicted right now. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. I don't know. How you feeling about our new player?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We got a new player. He seems chill, but it's just like, we kind of our strong unit. So it's just like, I think we kind of, stay with what we are. And then I figured just throw him in the game just to see,
I mean, as good as I can feel about him, obviously I don't trust him. So yeah, we're just going to see how he, I guess, pulls through for the team and go from there. Yeah, I'm already, it's like, I don't want to give him, I don't want to be like the rude person, but I'm already having problems trusting.
Yeah, you can't just throw somebody in there and then, just kind of, that's what I'm just like, I figured all right, get him in the game and let's see what he does. Because I feel like we got to kind of push him there.
I'm kind of weirded out that they voted him out though.
Yeah.
Because I thought they would have voted someone else out.
Yeah, maybe you're right. That brings up a good point. What did they see to say we're like, well, we got to get him out?
Yeah. Or
how many people against you it had to be something to where they, like you said, they felt something.
I think we're pretty set in how we want to proceed with our team, and I think we are pretty in line to what we want to do.
Was good.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
I was just thinking a couple minutes ago, I was like, I should have just passed on this one, but it's cool. I can try my best.
This sounds fun. Ooh, 17 points. Come on.
So which one had the most?
We don't know who won yet. He's just telling us it was a 17-point.
Hey, I feel like we won.
I feel like we won too.
Because
that's why
the other team, they was messing up a lot.
Okay, how awkward was that when Typhon?
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Good job, guys. Good job. Nice.
I already knew it. Let's go.
I say, how weird was that when Typhon came in the
room?
room?
Yeah, I was literally just talking about that yesterday with Mugsy. I was like, what if Typhon is in the game and he was in there? It was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was so awkward. We were just quiet. We were just in there.
All three of us were
just quiet.
That they're not okay. So the other one we met, we were just trying to.
Good job, Ashleigh.
Thank you, Rizzo. You were saying that you could tell us stuff about whether they're close knit. Do you think they would vote?
I think they would definitely vote Typhon. I think.
So if they don't vote him out, maybe they didn't see through his lies and he's actually
Yeah.
gotten through to them and like broken them apart?
Yeah, definitely. If he stays, then something happened big over there because they were very like tight with the old group. So he just joined them. If he stays, then he's definitely lying to somebody.
Rita.
This was so close. A lot closer than I actually expected it to be. It was a difference of 17 points. However, you guys lost by 17 points.
Oh.
There was 2,983 to 2,966.
Hello. Hi. Sorry, you're gonna see my client's dogs.
I chose her because I felt like of all the people that I've played in competitions against and like just being, I know this is like online, but you can still kind of feel energy through the screen. And I don't know, I just felt like she would probably be the most honest with me. So how are you? How's everything? How you liking the game?
We're good. I mean, I think our team is pretty solid.
Yeah.
And we definitely like have a lot of trust with each other. So I think we are all on the same page. We're a little wary of our new teammate.
I was gonna ask.
So, yeah, but I think that's just because we've already established those relationships and like it's just a brand new person. So
well,
yeah.
I mean, I would trust your instinct because we did vote him out for a reason.
Oh, okay.
So because he was very shifty, shady, and he lied from day one, from the very first time we met with him. I think his strategy is to make sure there's people pitted against each other so that he's not the target. And I think that's what he went in there to do. I think he went in there to try to find a crack to squeeze into.
Okay, I was picking up that vibe, so I was like, okay.
He definitely likes to try to like run in between and target and pit people against each other. So
he's definitely my target, and it just definitely solidified it tonight for me from Ashleigh. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, no problem. How close were you and Riazzo? You seemed like you seemed open, and that's why I chose to talk with you, because during the competition I was like, she seems like me and her are connecting. I feel like I want to talk to her. And then when I yes.
Honestly, we all liked Riazzo. I think we're all pretty much playing a pretty straightforward game.
He said the same thing.
Yeah, and so like he originally we forgot that he was not going to be there one game. And so he was very honest about that, and that's what I've been appreciating about him this entire like just game. He's been honest, and he just seems like he wants to show up. So yeah,
he does.
He's amazing.
He's definitely giving me that vibe since he's been on our team.
Yeah, like he's the Scorpio, and I'm like, I have a bestie that's a Scorpio, and
oh my God,
they're ride or dies. So when they like you,
yeah, you know what's funny? I'm actually a Scorpio myself, so yes, I know. And you're right, we are like ride or die. When we connect with someone, that's for life. So I just want to be honest with you, just because once we make it to the merge,
Sure. Yeah.
I have a good feeling about you, and I see us being able to progress at least to wherever the game takes us.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Okay. I'll choose B.
Yeah.
Got some tea.
You got some tea?
I got some tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so one of the other teammates picked me to talk to me.
Mm.
And that was Ashleigh. I actually really like Ashleigh. I wish she was on our team. I'm not gonna lie. She's super cool.
Okay.
But she said that because that was like when I saw that, I was like, oh god. I was like, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah.
But, she was super honest and she was super transparent. And one of the questions that I asked her was like, why did they vote off Ty?
Mm-hmm.
And what she told me is she said that he was like super wish-washy and he tried to like pin other people against other people. And he was like targeting people like right off the bat. But I say in the event, like if I'm not here for any reason, you guys should definitely maybe like converse with Ashleigh because she's someone that like potentially can be trusted. And they still don't really have like a set team. They're still very like
individual.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I honestly say that like when we get into the group chat, like we just be honest with him. Hey, we're voting you out.
Yeah, she said she talked to Ashleigh and said, Ashleigh kind of super chill and was kind of broke down why they voted for Ty.
I've already talked to Dom, and then I do want to put it out there that another player from another team talked to me as well because they had an advantage. She told me a lot of tea about Ty.
Okay, I'm ready. I got my tea. I'm ready.
So she said that basically they voted him out because he was trying to start like a bunch of like just pinning players against each other. And so I guess that's like something he was doing from the beginning and he just wasn't very trustworthy, he was like kind of wish-washy, and that was like kind of the vibe that I got from him because he looked very nervous in that initial chat.
Yeah, she had a lot of information and I was like a little overwhelmed by it. Rita had told me that she was chosen by Ashleigh on the other team to have a one-on-one, and she said it went well. It was hard to focus because in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking, okay, that means she had an opportunity for an advantage. So you mentioned Ashleigh talked to you from their team. I was just about to tell you, another member from their team reached out to me. So Dar Star chatted with me, like one of the first, I guess, from the first win that they had. I guess he was one of the MVPs. And so I had a one-on-one with Dar Star.
Okay.
I don't know if you got the same opportunity after, but
I don't think so, no.
I just had like an opportunity for an advantage.
Okay.
So because of that one-on-one, and
right,
that wasn't something I was going to tell other people, but because you've had a one-on-one, you probably like maybe know that.
Yeah.
So, so I'll let you know. I took the option for just an immunity idol and not the option that was going to switch the game up too much.
Because we're in that alliance together, I don't think you and I are really big targets unless someone decides to do something otherwise that we don't know about. But yeah. I mean, I think we've all been pretty transparent. Yeah.
My only thing is I worry that, okay, what if he came over with an advantage coming into a different team? And I am having a feeling of, okay, what if he has an idol and plays it and all the votes against him are null and whoever he votes goes home. So I have a one-on-one with him next, and so I don't want to like say any names from We Are Legend to like start that, but I feel like Susan is the only person outside of the four of us at this point.
Yeah.
And so I might have to tell him like just for his whatever that okay, the vote might be for Susan tonight. I mean, as a super fan of these types of shows, everything needs to be considered, like some may call it over analyzing, but I think it's just thinking a few steps ahead. Like everyone was like, obviously we're going to vote out Typhon for this vote, but no one was kind of approaching the angle of like, what if he has an advantage? What if he has an idol? Like, there are so many other things that come into play.
So I have some tea, and I'm like sharing it because I just want to be transparent. Another player from another team did reach out to me, and it was Ashleigh, and so we kind of like already. I feel like we've already like kind of pinned like how the other team is. And I asked her, like, why did they vote Ty out? Like, what was her reasoning for that? Her reasoning they said that the whole team, like the first night that he was there, like he was trying to pin other players against other players. So he was like kind of just playing like that cat and mouse game.
Sure.
And then I guess him and Mugsy like have it out for each other, which
Got that, yeah.
I mean, hopefully it went good. I do plan to play just like a pretty straightforward game, and as much as I thought I was going to be playing the villain, but that's not really my personality. So I'm kind of just seeing like how everyone's just reacting to it, and just let's go from there.
My vote tonight is going to be him regardless. I didn't feel anything happen that would make me go, wait, I want to vote off one of my original teammates for this guy.
No, we're all in a line with that, and it solidified it with me. I mean, I was gonna vote him off anyways, but when Ashleigh told me all like the trust issue thing, I was like, oh yeah. I mean, I think Ty is trying to like just switch the vote any way that he can, but as far as I know, we're all voting for him unless something has changed.
I did learn something a little interesting, and I wanted to kind of get your opinion on it. From what I understand, I guess Susan. From what I understand, she only participated in like one of the 3 games that we've went through so far. Yeah. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
So Susan did the charades and that was the first challenge. So charades, Family Feud, and then that ballistic game. So she did the first one. First round, she couldn't get the clue from Jason. It was me, Jason, and Susan. Second round is me and Jason. He got the clue from me. And then third round, we kind of noticed that she was like, she kind of had an attitude of like, okay, you guys just do it. Like you guys are getting the points, like just do it. And so kind of wanting to set herself out. And so we all kind of took note of that of like, no, don't sell yourself short. Jason actually encouraged her to like go in the next round, and she got us a point, and it was great. But she did have that like a little lack of confidence when it did come to the challenges. And I guess that's there. Our whole team has been so nice to each other that it's stuff like that we have to pick apart, because there really has been no backstabbing, no like shady things. So it comes down to stuff like that of like, how well will you perform when put up to the task?
If the consequences of your actions in the beginning go unpunished for so long, it will have a long-term negative effect on the team as a whole. Yeah, I just got out of a one-on-one with Emily, and she did kind of mention that there were several names in the air, one of them being me, obviously, and another one being Susan, because she was a little bit more hesitant. From what I understand, she only got like 1 out of the 3 games so far.
Yeah,
and even then she was a little bit hesitant as well.
It's been nonstop, and that's been my big issue with her. And I've said it in my own private chat. She's willing to ride with us as long as we win, but when we lose, she focuses on how we lost, but is never willing to play in any of the things. And I think that's a big the reason that I backed out the other day is because I'd already done all of them up to that point, and I wanted it to be somebody else. It was you, and for me, that did give you points, and it made things further for me with where I am with her. On, wait a minute, now what if we would have won there, and then you get to coast through another round without having to play another game?
For me personally, I struggle greatly with Susan, and I have from day one, because I believe that she's in it, and I think she's having a fun time doing it, but I think she's too accepting of just letting things go without her having any thought or input on anything so that she can hang around the game. And there has to come a time, whether it's team or individual, that you're pulling your weight. And thus far, he has not.
I do want to say, like, I'm not going to label it as like an unfair opportunity, but I feel like it was a bit of a poor opportunity to show what I could contribute to the games as a whole. I mean, if given the opportunity, I would love to like open up a bit more, contribute a bit more to the team as a whole. I'll admit I'm kind of gravitating towards Susan, just like the overall hesitance to participate in the last several games. Like, I do think that that's going to be a little bit of a hindrance moving forward. I don't know if that's me, but
no, I agree.
It made me think about some things when we got offline from one another.
Were you guys thinking the same thing like I'm thinking? I mean, with the other guy, with the guy or whatever.
The newer one.
The new guy. The new guy.
Yeah, and I put out there right from the get. That was what my announcement was at the very end. I said, we needed something for him to come in. We all had an agreement from the very beginning.
Yeah,
we're in a place right now where we need to break that agreement.
Well, it's actually he's just in a pretty bad predicament to have to come into, you know what I mean, our team now, because now we're so like talking about being so tight. But so it's not anything against him. He seems like a cool guy. I mean, it's just we have our little, you know, team. We're like all the way to the end. Okay, yeah. So we're on the same page then, yeah.
Yep, I haven't seen or heard anything different that would say that it shouldn't be him tonight, and that's
right.
What we're gonna go with. That's what I'm.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Then, yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, hopefully he's on the same page as all of us. He's definitely feels the same way as we all do. I think. I don't know. Like, I'm being so honest that doesn't mean everybody else is being honest. So I don't know.
Well, before we get to, I guess, the new person on this team, let's first talk about the person that used to be on this team. Let's start with you, Jason. Are the dynamics different without Riazzo here?
Well, on a personal level, I say yeah, because I swear on everything to the whole team. I started to really open up to him the night that all hell broke loose. So I thought for a minute, this has got to be about me, because I started telling him my likes and basketball, and all of a sudden he's gone. And I'm thinking, wait, what kind of sneaky stuff is he pulling on me personally? As a team, I think the reason it affects us is exactly what I told him in a one-on-one with him. I think he offers some knowledge of things, at least for me, that I'm out of touch with at my age, that he's going to be really, really good at.
Susan, how are you feeling without Riazzo?
Well, in the very beginning, I think it was me and Emily and him, and like everything was cool. I just couldn't see him like on the screen for like 2 days, I guess. He was in the dark. He was in the dark.
Rita, how did you feel about Typhon joining the team?
I just it was hard to establish trust once like we already had that bond within our team, and I'm not gonna lie, the first night when you did come on, it was very like you seemed very nervous, and so I was like, I was more sitting back and like, whoa, what's going on with this guy? What's happening? So I mean, that's like pretty much how I felt.
Well, Typhon, how did you try to establish yourself with this team?
Well, somebody touched on it a little bit earlier. Like, it was very awkward at first, you know, as we had already established, you know, kind of what the team consists of, and then basically to have to start from ground zero, it absolutely was awkward at first. But I try to open up to a couple of people, see kind of not only where their mind's at, but the kind of people they are individually as well.
Typhon, what's the different vibe on this team than the other team, or what's the vibe on both teams, I guess?
Great question.
So, I think the enemy team is still kind of going off of that kind of survivor mindset, I like to call it, that there's going to be betrayal here and there, and they have to establish some connection immediately. Whereas this team it feels very tight knit. It feels very open. It feels very honest, and you know, that has its ups and downs, which is perfectly fine. You know, not everybody is going to agree, but I really admire that.
Dom, what is your deciding factor for the vote tonight?
I mean, I think for me, it comes down to just our level of trust with the team. You know what I'm saying? As we get closer into the game, it's more about trust and availability. I think that's the two things we've always kind of stood on.
You brought up a point though, Typhon, that the other team is playing Survivor. What is this team playing then?
At the end of the day, they're playing to push as far as they can. They understand that at the end of the day, this is a game. It's not meant to really hurt anybody personally or anything like that, and that's a really admirable trait.
Jason, do you think this team has kind of had the easy way out so far in these votes?
Absolutely not. We lost 2 out of the 3 things. I didn't want to have to vote at all.
But I mean, you had Kevin that didn't show up, and then now you have Typhon who's.
So I don't like the term "easy way out" because the build up to finding out those things, we still had to go through the process as if those weren't an easy way out or a situation that we knew was going to happen. We learned that as we went, which resulted in us all having the thoughts of what are we going to do, what's going to happen, and it just so happened to play itself out after we kind of made decisions and talked and worked through it. As if there was a person, an active participant that we were talking about. Mm-hmm. So I don't like the term "easy way out." Ain't been a darn thing about this easy, and you know it.
Yeah.
Emily, though, do you fear that if the game changes, you get to emerge, that the other team's kind of more used to scrambling than this team is?
Just because they have a jump start at backstabbing, I don't think that's gonna be an advantage.
Ooh, Emily!
I mean, it just seems like they are very quick to be against each other, and we are more strong as a team. And so I think that will benefit us in the long run if we can stay strong throughout it.
I think something we've consistently said is we're going to play as a team as long as we get to play as a team. Yeah. The opposite team seems to be playing as individuals from day one, and we've never switched from that. We're in the team part to this right now mentality.
Typhon, I don't know if there's any cracks in this tribe, but if it's not you tonight, who do you think they should vote out?
So this was kind of again, this was brought up a little bit ago. Somebody had talked about performance-based decisions and everything like that. To an extent, I kind of agree, but at the same time, I have to disagree in that, if one were to be left in the game for so long, then those effects from when it very first occurred could have a long-term effect leading forward.
All right, then. It is time to vote.
Hi. Better luck next time. Why? I think I've already just been pretty straightforward with that. I didn't trust him going in, when he came into the group, and it's nothing personal. It was just, we've already established that team, and yeah.
My vote is going to have to be for Susan. As I said, and this was a very curious thing. They had mentioned that being true to your word is going to be a really big part of this. And I do stick by what I said earlier, that consequences that have gone unpunished for long enough will have a long-term effect, and I do not want that, especially if it means that we are going to go as far as we can.
All right, I have the results. If anybody has an advantage and wants to use it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I shall read the results. First vote is for Typhon. Next vote is for Susan.
Oh.
Next vote is for Typhon. Next vote is for Typhon. The next vote is for Typhon. That is enough. It is a 5-1 vote, Typhon. It's like deja vu for you, except this time, unfortunately, you are actually out of the game. Do you have any last words?
Well, Wish I had a better opportunity to contribute more to you guys, but good luck to you.
Thanks,
All right.
Typhon.
Thank you, Typhon. I will be emailing you later. But for now, you must leave.
And I seen like Mugsy and like Dar, and I honestly think like they're a duo. Like I think they're a lot. Like it was scary.
The reason why I don't like her has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
I know y'all love this team so much, but it is time for a tribe swap. We will be switching up the teams. And the other...
I guess, like, okay.
Oh, come on.
Swap. We are switching up the teams.
Oh, my God.
Let's just stay strong and stay, no matter what team we're on, we'll just be, you know what I mean? I was worried, actually,